So just how tall is James McAvoy? There are two types of Hollywood actors when it comes to claiming height. Those who like to project an image taller than they really are, the Hollywood height inflators, and then there's those who are the Hollywood realists. They know their height, they're comfortable with it, and even if they measure a little bit over a mark, they won't even bother claiming the fraction. I mean, I'm 5'8", and yes, I'm a little bit over the mark. But what camp does James McAvoy fall into? The inflators or the realists? For a country of only 5 million people, there's been a surprising amount of Scottish actors who've made it big in Hollywood, and James McAvoy would be near the top of that list. But in terms of height, where exactly does he stand? Well, back in 2007, after he got a big break with the film Atonement, he mentioned how tall he was. I'm 5'7" and I've got pasty white skin. I don't think I'm ugly, don't get me wrong, but I'm not your classic lead man, Brad Pitt guy. Being a leading man at only 5'7" can be a harder task because casting directors and producers can be barriers to winning roles, but talent and perseverance can eclipse a lack of stature. McAvoy himself once said, "As a shorter man, I sometimes get told I'm too short for a role, or even when I get a role, I'm made to feel like, well, of course, we're going to have to do something about that." Sometimes you're made to feel like you're not good looking enough to get a role because nobody would believe he would be with someone like her. That was a kick in the nuts. So is McAvoy the poster boy for honest Hollywood height claims, right up there with Ryan Reynolds? When you see James beside somebody like Daniel Radcliffe, who claims to be in the 5'5" range, his height claim not only holds up, you'd think he was in the 5'8" range. Now sometimes McAvoy has indeed worn decent footwear to enhance his height. If someone had told you the guy on the left is 6'2" and the guy on the right is 5'7", you'd have been laughed out the room. But everybody can have good height days or bad height days when it comes to being photographed. McAvoy generally tends to have better days, although some days he can indeed be caught short. Like for instance with fellow Scottish actor Kevin Guthrie. How tall is Kevin, you might ask? At least 5'6", surely. Well, check him out with my 5'8" self to get an idea that even McAvoy can have bad height days. But generally though, James tends to look at least the height he claims, and most of the visitors to celebheights.com seem to agree, and with 111 votes on his height, they reckon he's an honest and solid 5'7".